We're going to take a moment now to revisit some unity history as we ask Cecil Wontner to come up and share a unity moment.
Good morning. Unity moment for this morning. 1909. Charles and Myrtle receive a letter. Now they're working pretty hard, 15-hour days. And in the letter, there is a request. I'm very interested in what you have in your magazine. I would like to take classes with you. My name is so-and-so. Can you send me the first lesson? Ouch. They look at each other and say, well, this is something we have to release. So they aligned with love. They aligned with the Spirit. And guess what? They waited. They got a second letter. And the second letter had a love offering in it. And Charles said, you know, this is heaven sent. I'm going to take a week off and see if I can get something that we can have as a lesson. People around him marveled at the zeal. He worked Newtonian days. That's 15 hours. 3 days, he had the curriculum outlined, the lesson plans made, and the references to textbooks all done. And Unity launched its correspondence classes. Those classes went from 1909 to the mid-1970s. And it's interesting because it started a growth. And the growth in Unity between 1909 and 1931 was the greatest ever. And in the Depression, when the churches were having a real hard time with money and mortgaging their buildings, Unity's love offerings carried the day. Now that's not only the way things can happen. Here's another way. Robert Frost in 1906 took the crafts that his family had made and went to town to try to sell them. It was for Christmas. He didn't sell a one. He came home, and on the way home, he stopped and cried like a baby. He let the family down, dried the tears, and then he noticed how wonderful nature was. He went through, got home, jump ahead to 1923. He's writing a book of poems that's going to win a Pulitzer Prize. 3 o'clock in the morning, he struggles to the door, gets a breath of fresh air, looks out, and he sees a poem. He turns around, goes back into the room, writes what he saw down, adds a comma. And that was Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening, his greatest poem. There's a link between these two. What took years for Robert Frost was a matter of days for our friend Charles Fillmore. But the same process is going on, and it went on with all of the great discoveries. And you know, I could understand if Charles and Myrtle had said, oh God, another thing to do. But they didn't. They aligned with the Spirit, and we had the correspondence classes. Thank you ever so much.